Hello. What is up, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka Review King MB, and this is my 31 days of horror movie reviews. And because I reviewed Scoob, and because I also a while back reviewed the live action Scooby Doo movies, it was brought to my attention from one of my subscribers who informed me that they made other live action films. I could not believe my eyes when I read it. I could not believe my eyes when I saw that they were real. They really existed. This is called Scooby Doo The Mystery Begins. This is a 2009 TV movie. So this was on the Cartoon Network. Again, it blows my mind that this thing exists. It was directed by Brian Levant. And this, I don't think it's connected to the other live action movies. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's not, because this is kind of telling the origins of the Scooby-Doo gang and how each and every one of them got to meet each other, how they basically became friends, and how they embarked on their very first mystery. Now, what I thought of this TV film is, I don't know if I just was having a good day. I don't know if maybe I was under the right influence while watching this movie. Or I don't know if maybe this movie itself is just not that bad. Because I kind of had a decent time. I did not hate this movie like I was expecting. At least I went into this movie expecting to hate it, to shit on it, to say, wow, what a big, steaming, stinking pile of crap. But it started off, and you see this guy who plays Shaggy, Nick Paladas, and he's not terrible. Look, he's not as good as other Shaggys that you've seen in the past, right? He's not better than Matthew Lillard. He's not better than the original animated voice. It's like you're never going to match what those were able to do. But for what he had to do, for what you expect from a TV film, I didn't think he was the worst thing in the world. And you see some of the other cast. Daphne is played by Kate Melton, who she sort of has kind of a Bryce Dallas Howard look to her. Fred is played by Robbie Amell, who I've seen in quite a lot of things. It bugged me that he wasn't blonde. I know that's such a minor thing. And I know it's like, what, for a TV film, is he really going to dye his hair? I'm not expecting that. But could we not give the dude a blonde wig? Hell, Freddie Prinze Jr. wore a blonde wig for those other movies. I don't see why. I guess they didn't have the budget to give him a decent wig. Velma is played by Haley Kiyoko, and she's the only actress out of the rest of them, well, besides Robbie Amell. But she's the only actress that I remember seeing in a few other things since this. The other actors, besides Robbie Amell, I haven't seen in anything else. I even tried looking them up, and I was like, yeah, they haven't done much of anything after these Scooby-Doo movies. And you get Scooby-Doo, of course. You're not going to have a Scooby-Doo movie without Scooby-Doo, are you? And yes, the CGI for Scooby-Doo is awful. It's bad. I'm not even going to pretend like it's good. Although there was a couple shots where it was just him like standing still and talking to the group or interacting, which I was like, for a TV movie, this isn't awful. The CGI specifically. I mean, it almost, I could buy into it being like a cartoon just in the real world, right? And then he started to run, and then he started to move around, and then that's when the CGI was woof, very, very rough. At least they brought the original voice, Frank Welker, to do the Scooby voice. You can't really go any other way with it. The plot itself At first, I thought that we were going to get a Breakfast Club ripoff, which I wouldn't have been all that against, because they all get in trouble on the school bus because there was a bully that was picking on Shaggy, and the rest of them sort of tried to help him out. And they got in trouble, and they got put in detention, and they were stuck in the library, and they were just going to have to sit there, just the four of them. And I thought, oh, this is going to be, maybe because it's low budget, maybe because it's a TV movie, they're going to be stuck in the library, and that's how they bond. That's how they get close. That's how they get to know each other. No, 2 seconds later, you have two ghosts show up at the school, cause a bunch of mayhem, and that's where you get the ball rolling. So I'm like, okay, fine, we didn't do that. Now, the effects for the ghost, awful, once again, terrible, but in a lot of ways, there was a lot of scenes that really did feel like the cartoon. It really did feel like this is the cartoon in live action. Like, they're not trying to be serious. I don't even want a Scooby-Doo thing to be taken serious. They clearly know how silly this is. They clearly aren't trying to make anything that's going to blow anybody away. Again, I think I was just in the right frame of mind that I was okay with this movie. And at an hour and 24 minutes, it flew by. It wasn't something that I was overly annoyed with or upset about. I'm not going to say that I think this is a great movie. I'm not going to say that I think this is the best Scooby-Doo thing out there, or even the best live-action Scooby-Doo movie, because it's not. And there was a part in the film where they were trying to figure out how they were going to get from one place to another. They needed a car, but none of them had IDs. And that's when I realized, wait a minute, how old are they? And then Daphne mentioned that, oh, well, I'm only 15. And I thought, holy fucking shit. Wait, so these characters are supposed to be 15 years old? Because the actors are clearly in their 20s, mid-20s, some of them. And that's some bullshit. I appreciated that Shaggy finally confessed he did have an ID, because he was held back twice. So technically, I guess he would have been like 17 or whatever. But I started this movie thinking that they were already 17 or 18 at the youngest. I thought they were already seniors. I could not believe they were trying to pass these actors at 15. Holy damn. So guys, yes. If you want to turn your brain off, if you want to be under the right frame of mind and watch a movie that you could just sort of not really think that too much about or pay that much attention to, it's just, even if you just have it on in the background and you're watching it for some shits and giggles, I think this is decent. I'm shocked. I fully expected to hate on this and shit on this, but I can't pretend. I can't pretend like I'm sitting here angry. I can't pretend like this didn't remind me of the cartoon in a lot of ways. So guys, let me know in the comments below if you too saw this TV movie. What did you think of it? Were you even aware that this was a thing? Should I watch the sequel? They did make a goddamn sequel, TV sequel to this. Maybe I'll check it out. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later.